How long has it been?
It's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen each other.
You know, before we get too deep,
Yeah.
I want to thank Captain Kirk. He brought me it's pretty emotional, man.
Oh.
This man, he brought me a switch. This switch is to his guitar that Gibson made a few years ago that broke. And he gave me a replacement switch, man.
Oh, are you kidding me? Come on, that's it. That is a real... I'm getting emotional, too.
Well, it's heavy,
I'm
man.
gonna get emotional, too.
And let me get my thing together.
No.
Thank you, though, bro.
No.
No, but I'm just saying thank you, man.
Yeah,
For real, thank you, man.
yeah, right? He's looking out.
Anyway, we got that out of the way.
I'm happy that, thank you for coming in and saying hi to us. I want to talk about St. Denis Medical. I want to talk about all these awards you're up for. Wow. Congratulations, bud.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
You're crushing it.
Thank you, man.
Today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Absolutely.
And I read somewhere that you marched with MLK.
I did, man. As a 7-year-old, I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. And so in 1963, there was a civil rights march in Detroit, and our whole family went. And I do remember being bribed with an ice cream cone.
Yeah, exactly.
The possibility of an ice cream cone.
How old are you again?
I was 7, so I'm gonna say I was a reluctant revolutionary.
Yeah, you're like, what are we doing?
But I did march, man. I did. And you know what's weird? I found the poster for that march online, and I was able to purchase it. So now I have that poster as well.
But also, that was he was rehearsing the speech,
Yes.
one of the most famous speeches of our time, I Have a Dream speech.
That's right.
You got to hear it before he did it in Washington.
You know, I feel like I attended the final dress. You know what I mean?
Yeah, final dress
Final
rehearsal.
dress.
Yeah.
So he was going through, I have a dream.
Yeah.
I have a thought. I have a vision.
You know, trying things
exactly.
out. Trying things out.
You know, like when you do new material, you know. So,
yeah, you got to try it.
So we said, go with dream.
I didn't know you did. That's great.
So I'm you know.
That's great that you did. You're always giving, yeah.
Well, you know.
Yeah. I love you. I know you from your acting. I love you from your comedy. Your musical abilities. That's what got you into all this in the first place.
Well, originally, when I was younger, when I was in high school, you know, I've been playing guitar badly for most of my life. Yeah. And I really wanted to be a songwriter. So I came to New York when I was 19. I lived here for a year and I sang, you know, in Folk City, you know, the places in the village. We had an open mic.
Were you a folk singer?
Yeah, I would by way of Detroit and Blackified, but I was, you know, folky.
You were.
I was, man. I wanted to sit in with the band, but, you know, they shut me down.
Hey, you got a piece of a guitar, right?
So that's what I'm saying. Kirk was he was the ringleader.
Yes, exactly.
Somebody gave you a switch. Don't think you all, you know,
no.
You're not with us.
Piece by piece, you'll build a guitar and then...
No, but for real, they don't remember. We were in the hallway. The last time I was here, I was saying, hey, man, Kirk, I have your guitar. Maybe I could bring it and I could sit in. The entire band went, no, man.
They all looked away. Oh, come on.
Nobody gave me love.
No, we're allowed. We want you back. We want you to play with the roots.
But you know what? In spite of that, still I rose.
Yeah, see, that's Let's talk about St. Denis Medical on NBC. It just got renewed for a second season. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very funny.
Yeah.
And you're great. You're fantastic. And Eric Legend is one of the creators. Eric wrote on Late Night back in the day for us.
Did he? Well, you know, Eric, I had a show years ago called The Chocolate News. And
yeah, of course.
Well, after I agreed to do St. Denis, Eric, he told me, he said, you know, you interviewed me for a writing position on Chocolate News. I was like, really? Because I didn't really remember him. And he said, you didn't hire me. And I was like, okay.
Getting to
well, here we are.
We're going to be best friends
here
now.
Here we are, man. If you want to sit in.
I promise you, yeah, we're going to figure this out. You played Dr. Ron Leonard.
Yes.
How would you describe Dr. Ron?
Well, much like myself, Dr. Ron is in the twilight of his career. He's the oldest physician at the hospital. He's kind of given up. I really do think that this dude, when he started, Dr. Ryan had a big afro. You know, he was going to change the whole healthcare system.
Yeah.
You know, giving medicine directly to the people.
Yeah.
But after 30 years of bureaucracy, he's just like, I give up, man. I think he's a really good doctor, but he's just seen it all.
Yeah.
He's just seen it all. So I'm trying to help the younger doctors. You may not want to do that if you want your life to be happy. You know, he lost his family, his wife, kids don't really talk to him because he gave it all to the hospital.
Yeah.
So now he's on a different mode.
But what's your favorite part about playing the doctor?
I like the doctor terminology.
Yes, me too.
Because, like, you remember when ER first came on
Love
and they
it.
had them long shots? Give me a methoxylate tube. Nurse, now! You gotta cut him open. Get his tracheal duct. We gotta pull it out.
Yeah,
You know, all that stuff.
give me a Tracheal 385.
Yes!
No, this is a 346.
Exactly.
I need a exactly.
This is not it. Come on, man. Think. You know, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what I like.
Are you asking for more lines like that?
Yes. Yeah, man. I like when we do all that good stuff.
But congratulations, you got nominated for a Critics' Choice Award for Outstanding Lead Actor. Outstanding Lead Actor, and you're also up for 2 NAACP Image Awards.
Absolutely.
Come on now. That's how you do it.
That's what you do, man.
David Alan Grier. And
I'm really happy, man. I'm happy with the show. It's good. It's funny.
It really is.
Because I've done some shows where the real people are like at the grocery store. The dude's bagging, you know, your grocery. They're like, man, why you do that show? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no.
this-
So this I'm proud of.
Yeah, people at the grocery store are like, hey, good show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we like
Exactly.
it.
I don't have.
Here's a couple people you're up against for this nomination. You're up against
Why read them? No one's gonna know their names, but you go ahead on, man. Go ahead, man.
Damon Wayans.
Never heard of them. Next.
What are you talking about?
Next. Who else? Who else?
Denzel
Who?
Washington.
Who?
What do you mean, who?
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Denzel Washington is?
So he has been nominated for, because he plays the Emperor
Yeah,
in Gladiator 2.
yeah.
I think mine's a little harder. You know. I'm just saying, man.
Yeah. You actually, you were in a movie with Denzel.
Yes, I was. I was in a play. That's where I first met Denzel. We did Soldiers Play.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we did it at the Theater 4 right off Broadway back in, I'm going to say 83.
No way.
Yeah, then we went immediately into the film. He and I and Adolph Caesar, may he rest in peace. Wow. He was in the play also. So I've known Denzel. Sam Jackson was in the play with me.
You're also up against him.
Yeah, well, it's no contest, man. They going down, baby. This is my time.
You heard it here first.
And when I win,
And when you win,
I know a group of musicians who will want me to sit in with them.
yeah,
Nah.
Congrats on the nominations and on season 2. I want to show everyone a clip. Here's the one and only David Alan Grier in St. Denis Medical. Take a look at this.
This should have cleared up with the antibiotics I put you on.
Oh, I didn't take them. Don't want to build up a resistance for when I really need them.
Like right now. Just a minute. Life largely disappoints, mostly in big ways, but I find the simple pleasures always deliver. That's why every day at 2 p.m. I get myself an outrageous bar and eat it alone in the stairwell. Some people smoke, some meditate. I slowly nibble through a peanut and caramel-filled miracle of American ingenuity.
Yeah, nutrageous. David Alan Grier, everybody. St. Denis Medical airs Tuesdays at 8 p.m. here on NBC and streams on Peacock. We'll be right back with Dorinda Medley. Stick around.